All right, we loaded in, we loaded up, we live. We live for the first episode of Ball Talk. Welcome to Ball Talk Podcast episode 1, baby. Brand new podcast I'm starting up. If you're watching this as a YouTube video, then actually let me move my mic cuz my mic is already pretty loud. But if you're watching this as a YouTube video, we're going to be talking all types of ball. No hairy balls, of course, but basketball, football, baseball, um, football, foot, football, soccer. That is when American football, all that stuff. So anything that involves sports and it's ball related, we're gonna be talking. For today, I did a little emergency. I don't have much time today. I do have work a little bit later, so I just want to go over some things because we got an emergency. We got an emergency. I had to click stream as soon as I saw this. Bradley Beal has agreed to a buyout with the Suns, and he's going to the Clippers. I don't like that. I really don't. I don't think like I get it. The Clippers needed another scorer, so that's 100% understood. Understand that. Like it's pretty simple. But Bradley Beal, like I don't know if Bradley Beal fits on a team where there's other ball dominant players. Now, you can say Kawhi is not ball dominant, but he does need the ball in his hands to score. If you really pay attention to how Kawhi gets his, it's never just through him posting up, then passing him the ball, to him hitting turnaround shots. He usually is running a pick and roll or getting an ISO play. And the same thing for James Harden. Now, this is going to probably push James Harden more into the facilitator role that we've been kind of seeing like he was when he first got there, and then he had to take more of a scoring mindset last year to make it work out. Now he can just play the facilitator role more because they lost Norman Powell. They pick up Bradley Beal. I think it's an upgrade. Now defensively, I don't know how Bradley Beal really fits there. They really need production from Bogdanovic. He was like not consistent at all last year. He did decent in the playoffs. He had a couple of good games. In the other games, I think he had like 0 points and stuff. He needs to hit down the knockdown shots. Now picking up John Collins was really good for them. They needed a power forward. This is also a pick and roll threat. He also is a pick and pop threat now too. He's developed his three ball. So John Collins can go ahead and give them some offense when they need a good rebound or two. Lob threat, of course, and Zubac. They got Zubac, man. Now, what did Zubac fall in last year? Was he all NBA 13? Like I'm pretty sure Zubac was all NBA something last year. And shout outs to Zubac, man, because he was a former Laker. Every time a Lakers get rid of somebody, I always just kind of watch how their career turns out to be to see if we wasted draft capital just drafting these guys and then giving them away for nothing. Plus, the Clippers always pick up Lakers scraps, like dead ass. This shit is crazy. Yeah, Zubac was all NBA second team last year. He was hooping, bro. 16 and 8. He was averaging 16 and 12 on 62%. Like Zubac was him. I think he had like 2 or 3 triple doubles last year too. He was going crazy. So he's benefited a lot from playing next to Harden. So I guess the Bradley Bill. Now that I go into more detail about it, it does kind of fit them. It works for them. I don't know. I think Bradley Bill's career got ruined by going to Phoenix because we don't really know. Like he went from averaging 30 to averaging 18, and people still want to talk bad on his name like he can't hoop. It's really fucking weird. So I don't know how he's gonna do on this team, but I'm hoping that he comes out and he's aggressive. He doesn't need to take a step back. Kawhi is the timid guy in this, and Kawhi is gonna be healthy, but I don't know. We still don't know what version that we're gonna see. Like, is he gonna be really aggressive, dunking on niggas again, or is he gonna be passive and take time? This is the regular season, so he might be on some low management type shit. Who knows? You know, and they might need Bradley Beal to pick up in points production. So I'm expecting to see him, or I hope that he's gonna have a good season and be healthy, man. Be healthy. I don't. How many games did he play last year? The first year he got to Phoenix, he wasn't playing that many games. But last year, Bradley Beal ended up playing. God damn, it's like you got to be specific in what you're looking for. Bradley Beal played 53 games last season. That's not even for all-star. I mean, all NBA threshold is 65, right? So 53 out of 82. I don't know what that is. That's more than 50%. So he played in more than half of the games. That's 64%. So I mean, if they can get Bradley Beal and Kawhi to play 50 plus games each with being healthy, healthy Harden, healthy Zubac, they're built to be a contender in the West. They definitely are. The West is always going to be the West's stack is even more further. But when you think about the West, there's always going to be the upper echelon of teams, and then the lower bracket teams matter the most. I feel like because those play-in teams are important. Like being a play-in team on the East don't fucking matter. If you're not the top 4 teams on the East, you're not going to win. Like Indiana was the top 4 team. The fact that they made it to the finals is to me it was still shocking because I didn't think they were going to beat the top 3 teams. But then again, Boston got injured, Cavs got injured, and the Knicks just lost. They just beat the Knicks straight up. Now the Cavs injuries that was kind of their own doing because they could have played and they just weren't playing. Yeah, we're doing podcasts now, man. We're live. We're live on Twitch, by the way. Twitch.tv/King Sosa _. Make sure you guys hit that follow button on the Twitch and subscribe on the YouTube channel. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. If you're not the top 4 teams in the East, you're usually not gonna contend. Now the East has gotten better this year, so it's gonna be a lot interesting to see how more balanced it is. I actually like that, and that's mainly because of the top teams are not gonna be looking the same. Boston is not the same anymore. JT is out for a while. I mean, he's looking good, but it's walking and non-contact are 2 different things. Boston got bounced in the second round of the playoffs. So him already like getting healthy again makes sense. Like it already it makes sense, bro. Like for people it's like, oh, he's walking, he's doing like high knees a little bit. He's not running. You just see him walking. You can walk off of a Achilles injury. Is that what he did? He tore his Achilles. Like what Kobe came back in 6 months to play basketball. If some players can come back in 6 to 8 months to play basketball, bro, after 3-4 months you can start walking again. And you're not just gonna be out here running. I don't see him running. That's the thing. If he's running a mile already, that's whole different than just being able to lift his legs up again, right? So JT should be back like right before All-Star break or a little bit after, which is not even that bad, honestly. But Boston don't look the same anymore. They traded away a lot of the pieces, and who knows where their roster is not set. I didn't heard. I saw that they're still trying to remove Anthony Simons after trading for him, but I think they have to wait. You have to wait like 30 days or something like that to trade a player that you just recently traded for, unless you trade him within that week. But they might have already finalized the trade, so it's gonna take some time to move off of him. But then you got the Knicks. They're relatively the same. They made a lot of bench upgrades though, which was good. They added talent to their roster. Jordan Clarkson, Yabusele. Who else did the Knicks get? I feel like I'm missing one player on there. Let me see. New York Knicks free agency this year. Yeah, I said Clarkson. Clarkson and Yabusele, I know. But who else? That's it, actually. It's just Clarkson and Yabusele. I mean, regardless, that's still a pickup. They picked up Boot Comp too from whatchamacallit. Yeah, Clarkson. That seems to be it. Regardless, they made some upgrades to their bench production. I mean, their bench players, which is good for them because they needed that in the playoffs. Especially they needed that all season. They counted too much on the starters. Tibbs likes to play guys 40 plus minutes, and you just burning your guys out, man. And when you get into the playoffs, that can't happen all the time. Mainly because of foul trouble. Like, foul trouble is a thing. And as much as you want to blame Karl Anthony Towns for getting into too much foul trouble, give him a fucking chance to get out the game then. So he can stop fouling. Give somebody a breather. Make somebody else go in and get them fouls. And then bring in Towns again. When he's a little bit fresh and he doesn't have to worry about sticking defense too much. Now they got Mitchell Robinson healthy again, but who really knows what that team is gonna look like in the coming days? And so the Hawks got better. They're not gonna be a play-in team this time. They're gonna be a play-off team. I can see the Hawks being a top 3 or 4 seed. The Pacers, they should still be a top 4 seed because of how they play. Halliburton is a big part of that, but they still play really good as a team, so I don't see them really falling too far down the grapevine. Same thing for the Bucks. Dame was injured, but they still got Giannis. And now getting a better big, they upgraded from Brook Lopez to Miles Turner, which is really good for them. I forgot, Clippers got fucking Brook Lopez too, man. Ah, yeah, Milwaukee, they should still be relatively the same. I can see Milwaukee being a 5 or 6 seed because it's Giannis. Giannis is going to give you 34, 10, and 9 and really play hard out there every single game. The Magic going to be tough. Magic are going to be tough. I don't. Paolo Banchero might take a leap, which is going to be crazy to say because the leap I'm speaking on is probably all NBA first team or second team. Because where did he land this time? Like, if I just look at how this season ended for him, he was averaging 25, 7, and 5. Yeah, he's probably going to be all NBA this upcoming season. Playing against Desmond Bane, I expect either those assists to go up or just the points to go up in all general. Now, their point guard, where did they go? They went and picked up a point guard, didn't they? Didn't they get Tyus Jones? I'm pretty sure they got Tyus Jones, which I don't like. The Magic don't need a point guard, man. Franz has the ball in his hands majority of the time. They picked up Tyus Jones, yes. Franz has the ball in his hands majority of the time. Paolo has the ball in his hands majority of the time. Paolo Banchero is not no post up, pass me the ball, I'm going to turn around and do a post hook. He's not that type of player. He's a ISO, let me run the offense. So same thing with Franz Wagner. He don't even shoot threes good enough. Like his 3-point percentage is not good enough for catch and shoot threes. He's more off the dribble play style. So the Magic picking up a point guard, I can understand it, but I don't think they need one at all. It's the same thing like when Tyus Jones went to Phoenix and everybody's like, oh, now they have a true point. Yeah, but who's the ball taking? If you're thinking about it, they're taking the ball out of whose hands? They took the ball out of Devin Booker's hands. Devin Booker was averaging the most assists he ever fucking had on that team when he was running the point. And it's for a reason. His points didn't drop. His assists went up. If your points stay consistent with what you were averaging without the ball being in your hands and your assist numbers went up, why the hell do you think you need a better point guard option? This doesn't make sense because now what is going to limit him to? Just the pure scoring? I understand, but you have Bradley Beal on the team who needs to be a pure scorer. You have Kevin Durant who needs to be a pure scorer. You don't need 3 just pure scorers and then 1 point guard. Because now I'm just running pick and roll to try to see if we get them open. Everybody's just going to stay on them then. Why the fuck would I ever worry about who's in the pick and roll? They're not worried about Tyus Jones and who was their center last year before they made all them trades? Nurkic. Nobody was fucking worried about no Tyus Jones and Nurkic pick and roll. Dead ass. Like if you really think about it. So yeah, like with the hybrid guards we have nowadays and the way people can like elevate their game, I just don't get it. Like even for the Lakers, when Kobe had the ball in his hands, Fisher was in the corner spotting up. Fisher ran the offense, but Fisher wasn't averaging no damn 7 assists a game on the Lakers. Like, that's not his role. His role is to facilitate the offense at points in time, but it's also a triangle. Like, it gets the ball to the big or passes out. Now, Gasol was a power forward, but a point forward at the same time because he was an excellent facilitator. He can pass out of the post, and that's what Paolo Banchero kind of is. Better, I would say a better spot-up shooter than Pau Gasol, even though Pau Gasol developed a 3-ball midway through the career. I actually didn't like that at first, but when he started hitting them, it was kind of crazy. By the way, I'm a Laker fan. If you don't know, I'm a huge Laker fan. I'm a Kobe fan. Kobe's the GOAT. All this disrespect on Kobe is ridiculous. Him not being top 10 all time on Bleacher Report is kind of weird because like we run around here dick sucking Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, but how you putting Bill Russell over Shaq and Wilt Chamberlain over Shaq? Or not? Was Wilt Chamberlain over Shaq? No, I don't think he was. I think Wilt Chamberlain was like number 9 or 8 on that list. But still, it's like, how? I just don't get it. But it's whatever, man. We're gonna ride with Kobe to the wheels fall off, bro. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Well, let's get back to what I was talking about. Magic are gonna be scary. They're gonna be nice. The East is projecting to be a slugfest, man. The teams that are not getting any better is like Miami. They're kind of gonna be standing still. I can see them being a potential playoff team, maybe like an eighth seed or something like that. But that's play in at this point. So it's gonna be kind of crazy, man. It's gonna be kind of crazy, and the Clippers just took a decent leap picking up Bradley Beal. So can expect for that to be kind of crazy. LeBron's status with the Lakers, it's just weird right now. Like seeing all the stuff he's saying about how the organization didn't tell him about certain things, or how when they picked up Luca, it feels like it was just a shift to him. Like, damn, y'all just quickly went from, oh, you're not the guy anymore, to it's just Luca's team and we're gonna play for Luca and we're gonna do all this stuff for Luca. Yeah, LeBron, at this point, you got to understand that you kind of handicapped the team for the last couple of years. Look, your stats can be your stats. Yeah, that's what everybody's going to go to. He's averaging 26. It's a 40-year-old. Yeah, that's cool. Where have we gone, though? We got to the chip one time. 5 years ago, though. What happened after that? First round playoff exit. And then, was that the next year we went to the conference finals, I think? And then a first round playoff exit. And now this year, last year, first round playoff exit again. Like it keeps happening. You can't expect, and you're only getting older. I get that you feel like your stats aren't changing, but you're only getting older. You don't stick defense like at all. You might get the occasional crazy block, but you don't fucking guard nobody at all. Like you can't expect for us to continue this. Not saying that we never done it before. That's the crazy part. To continue to force and try to build around you when it hasn't been working the last couple of years. We've been giving you everything you want. For anybody who says the Lakers refuse to build a team around LeBron, that is not true, because we give him every player that he asked for. How do you think Westbrook came on the team? How do y'all think Carmelo Anthony came to the team? How do y'all think Dwight Howard came to the team? JaVale McGee, like we give them options. When we had that old ass team, bro, it was like almost one of the worst seasons I ever saw. From my memory, I don't even fucking remember that season that much. You know what I remember from that season? Westbrook breaking a lot of crazy shots, hitting the top of the backboard a lot, which people want to say LA did him bad. No, he was hitting the top of the backboard. I've never seen Russell Westbrook do that shit in my life until he came to the Lakers. So y'all want to say the media made Westbrook do this? Like, I get it. I get it. Yeah, he came off the bench for the first time in his career playing with us. And then he went to the fucking Clippers and did the same exact shit. Was having a fucking fantastic year, and everybody still want to say LA was the fault. Like the Lakers were at fault for it. That shit is weird to me, bro. Like, just call it what it is. He had a bad season when he played with us. His second year wasn't as bad as his first year. His first year was horrendous. It was. It was like y'all just gotta call it how it is, bro. Don't be scared to say that. Like, don't blame the organization. Like, I can say where the Lakers are at fault sometimes. But that particular, no. I was watching them damn games. Motherfucker was pulling up from the free throw line hitting the top of the backboard. Like, what do you want us to say to that? What do you want us to do? You just in LA, maybe he was doing that in Washington. I don't know. But when you come to LA doing that shit, you're gonna get talked about. Simply put. Now, there were games where he was having triple doubles too. Thank you. And then when you go back to do that, you can't expect me to just be clapping it up for you still. No, you just went and did some bullshit. You got to call it how it is every game, bro. Like, keep it a buck on what's happening. And for LeBron, like, I don't know, bro. Like, honestly, maybe just leave. I get it. You don't want your legacy to be affected, because honestly, going somewhere else can affect your legacy. They're going to be talking about you kind of crazy. Honestly, they're going to be putting dirt on your name. And now, I wasn't the biggest, as a Kobe fan, I wasn't the biggest LeBron fan. There's always that Kobe and LeBron, and as a Kobe fan, like, you can't really fuck with LeBron because of how LeBron fans are. Honestly. Like, Kobe fans, we're not, you can call us delusional, but we just want to, like, there's a certain level of respect that has to be put on Kobe's name, I feel like. Bro went from being the young GOAT, being compared to MJ, to being called a Chuck, and all he do is not care about the team and just want to shoot and get his stats up. Then when he showed motherfuckers what happens when I don't do anything, and even in the playoffs, when he decided to shoot less to make the team shine and they got smoked, he shows y'all motherfuckers what it was. Y'all still didn't let that be like the message. You still wanted to create your own message about him. And now you just going off of his stats of his career when, to be honest, Kobe's last 5 to 6 years of his career were just off of injury. Just off of injury. After 2013, he was never the same. He just kept getting injured, re-injured every year. I don't even know if he played more than 60 games after that. Did he? Let me see. Let me see, actually. Bro, why is it literally is giving me 05, 06, and then it's just skipping a bunch of years. What the hell? Okay. He played 66 games in his final season. 2012, 2013, he played 78. That's when he got injured. He was top 5 in MVP voting, too. I just want y'all to know that. Weird ass niggas out there that be disrespecting Kobe for no reason. Top 5 in MVP. And he didn't play the rest of that season because we were trying to make a playoff push. Didn't play the rest of that season and didn't play in the playoffs and got swept by the Spurs, I think. That was that year. 2013, 2014, he played 6 games. I think that's when he tried to come back after getting healthy. Got injured again. And then played 35 games the next season after that. And then his final season in 2015, played 66 games and retired. But that season was him on bad legs, just trying to end the career. That was his farewell tour. So, and still averages 17, honestly. So it's just weird to me of how like people would look at the stats. They want to look at the stats so bad and just like try to talk down on Kobe's like legacy and shit. I just don't understand it. Like if you watch the games, you watch what he was out there what he was trying to accomplish and go out there and do is just it's nuts. And now the players that are over him that just they have longevity. That's it. Like I can't argue longevity. I'm sorry. I can't. You got me on that. LeBron played 20 years and he's been fantastic for the last 20 years. I can't argue that. I'm sorry. I can't. You got me on there. Fair. That's fair to you. Fair to you. But the argue it's just weird to me how it's like if you look at that top 10 Bleacher Report list, do people not remember the GOAT debate? Because I feel like the GOAT debate nowadays is just Michael Jordan and LeBron. But let's not act like for the past fucking 15 years, it hasn't been Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe in that. All in that same sentence. Even if you want to say LeBron is over Kobe, it's all in the same fucking sentence, right? So how the fuck is Kobe 11th player of all time on the list? If the GOAT debate has always been them 3 in the top 3, nigga. It don't make sense. It don't even fucking make sense. Let me stop crashing out over it, though. Let me stop crashing out over it. I just want to get my 2 cents of that. I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry if I broke the you know, let me move the mic. I know I'm shouting it. So sorry. It pisses me off. It's starting to like get to me. I want to speak on this the Kyrie and the Nets situation. That honestly, let me I'm gonna preface this too. Kyrie is my favorite player in the current NBA. And honest, if all time, he might be number 2 to Kobe. And it's not because he's a Kobe guy. It's just what I like in players and what I like, like skill wise, and how I like to see them. Like I can't dunk in real life. I can't. So seeing niggas dunk, that's cool. But it ain't never something I wanted to do. And I like to I admire the players that I feel like I could probably play like. Now I don't have the handles like Kyrie, but shit. I want to play like him because he's shown me that you don't need to be tall. Like I wanted to be 6'6". I always wanted to be 6'6" to be like Kobe. I'm not gonna lie. If I was gonna play basketball, everybody always tell me, "Why don't you play basketball?" I'm like, bro, I'm not tall enough to play the position I would want to play. I'm not a point guard by any means when I play basketball. I'm more of a 2 and a 3 when I play. So you can't put me at the point, expect me to facilitate and dribble and all that. And I don't think Kyrie's the same. Like, Kyrie is a point guard because of his height, not because of his skill set. and that's why I really like him. And he's one of my favorite players in the current NBA. My number one right now, like the favorite player I like to watch the most. And I think the Nets really screwed him over. There was too many politics going on in that organization, and they wanted to just limit him. It was also in the same time where like he didn't want to take the vaccine. And it's crazy because Kyrie is not the only player who didn't take the vaccine. I'm pretty sure Wiggins didn't either, and no one shunned him for it. Or did he? Or did he get forced to? I don't remember. It's just had like a whole situation happened over there. One, why wasn't anybody getting mad at James Harden for asking out? Why couldn't you just fucking wait until the issue went away? Why are you getting mad at Kyrie? Because I'm pretty sure James Harden left because Kyrie wasn't playing. But it's like, bro, just wait it out. It's you and Kevin Durant. What's so bad about that? And then when Kyrie came back and it was just him and KD for a good portion of it, they were hooping until he asked out for a trade because the Nets didn't want to pay him. But it's like it was like no one wants to disrespect Kyrie now. Of course, we all love him again. Cool. But where was that energy those years ago? Don't act fake now. Don't be smiling. Kyrie, you the best, bro. You really no. What was that energy back then? Y'all motherfuckers was weird, bro. For real, for real. Y'all was weird about that, and I hope he does speak more on that situation because I want to know more of the ins and outs of it. I don't know if him and Steve Nash were butting heads. Steve Nash is the coach. I honestly can't tell his impact because he's not coaching now. So it was really one and done. Maybe it was like some friendship type of shit. They got him in the door and he wasn't able to excel in there. And I don't know. He's just not. There's certain coaches like, all right, Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr, I'm pretty sure is not a good coach. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's probably not a good coach, but he's been blessed with God like rosters. Because if you really think about it, why are the current Warriors so ass? They were in the play-in. They still got Steph. And Steph is averaging what? Let me see right now. Steph was averaging 24, 4, and 6. He was 11th in points, 20th in assists. Honestly, he's still putting up all-star numbers. That's all NBA still too. I think what was he all NBA 13? Let me see. Was he all NBA something? Is it under bio? I don't know. Yeah, he was all NBA second team last year. All NBA second team. So you got a guy all NBA second team and y'all barely making the play in? Why? Because Steve Kerr can't coach. Just look at what the fuck is happening. Kevon Looney just left. And I saw somewhere, I don't know if he really said this, but I saw a quote where he said, I don't know if he said this, but there was a quote that stating that he said that he left because he felt like the team didn't trust him anymore. The fact of the matter is they were playing against the Rockets. Sengun was at the 5 and Kevon Looney was not getting minutes. You had Draymond Green guarding Sengun. Now, Draymond Green did excellent on Sengun, but he's also getting into some foul trouble. Actually, not even some. He was getting into a decent amount of foul trouble. And the Rockets, I'm pretty sure, were out rebounding him. Now, the Warriors end up winning that series, so it's like a mute point. But at the end of the day, it still mattered. It still mattered. Or even against the Timberwolves. I'm pretty sure was Kevon Looney not playing that much? Let me see. Kevon Looney stats. Let's check this out. Let me see if the quote was actual or not. We can just check the damn stats for the playoffs right now. Play-by-play playoff series, right? So Kevon Looney, and he played 7 games. And let me just can I not open that up? Right, playoffs. Minutes. Let me just go to minutes. Minutes played. Against Minnesota. He played 14 minutes in game 1. Good. Played 2 minutes in game 2. Played 18 in game 3. They lost, but they lost by 5 in that one. The only one they won is game 1, actually. Damn. He played 14 minutes in game 1. They won that. 2 points, 1 block, 6 rebounds. He played 13 minutes in game 4 and then played 5 minutes in game 5. Why? Why, Steve Kerr? Why can't Kevon Looney get minutes? Why can't Kuminga get minutes, bro? The fact that you will sit there and say, I can't find minutes for a young talent to play on the court next to Jimmy Butler is insane to me. Because Jimmy Butler took that fucking Miami Heat team that was filled with young talent. This is pre-All-Star for Tyler Hero. This is well, no, I think Bam was already All-Star by then. This is Duncan Robinson at a decent... Well, he was hitting threes back then. I don't know about him now, but at that point, he was hitting threes. This is Gabe Vincent, bro. Gabe Vincent came to the Lakers and ain't looked the same. He hit his shit now. He knocked down some shots nowadays, but he don't look like Miami Gabe Vincent. That's the Jimmy effect. So that means Jimmy can... And Jimmy, since he's came to the Warriors, he's actually made them better. Defensively and offensively. Why are you going to say that Kuminga can't fit within that? You can't find nothing for him? No, motherfucker, you can't coach. Because you haven't been able to coach since you've had them Hall of Famers. Keep it a buck. Like, yes, they won a chip, what, in 2022? 3 years ago? Was that 3 years ago? Let me see. NBA champion. That was 2022, yes. So that's 3 years ago they won a chip. You still had your Hall of Famers. And then you had Jordan Poole having a all-star caliber season. Honestly. Or 6 men a year. Whatever award you want to give him. He didn't get one, I don't think, that year. But he could have got one. He was having that type of fucking season. So you are blessed to have a guy play better in the system again. Y'all trade him once Draymond punches his lights out. That fucks up the whole team, by the way. Draymond knocked the nigga out. Y'all trade him because of that. Made it seem like he was the problem, and now you guys are ass again. Why? Because Steve Kerr can't coach. And I think the Warriors have to just get rid of him, bro. Change your coach. You can't find time to play Kuminga that don't even make sense. He's a young athletic guy who can shoot. And his 3-ball can only get better if he fucking plays. Either give him a catch and shoot opportunity or just make him do cuts. Backdoor cuts. Jimmy Butler, they damn near play the same way to where they can play off of each other. Like, at first I was thinking maybe they can't. But seeing how Jimmy played with the Warriors this season, how he took a facilitator role a lot. Even in the playoffs, even when he was aggressive, he's still getting it out. You can do a situation where Jimmy's in a pick and roll. He comes off the pick and roll or a pick and pop because a lot of Golden State's bigs are poppers. So don't even roll. Do a pop. Have Jimmy get the fucking ISO he wants, the matchup he wants. He's gonna attack, and then Kuminga can fucking cut. Lob, boom, every time. What was Iguodala doing all them years ago? Like, what are we talking about, bro? I just don't get. I don't get it. I don't understand. Steve Kerr gotta move on from him, bro. The Warriors, they gotta get another coach. It's not gonna work with him on the team if he's making open statements about he don't know where Kuminga fits on the team, and Kuminga himself doesn't know his role. You got a young guy who's willing to fit in the fucking team. He's a champion. He won a chip with them. He wants to win another. You don't think he wants to? Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. I don't get it. You're ruining his career already. You're already ruining his career because now the second apron has already made it hard for restricted free agents to get any type of contract and any type of deal because they don't want to. No team wants to pay them. All these teams want to continue just to pay their guys. Any team who feels like they're in a contending, they have a potential contending team, and right now all of that is kind of fugazi because of the injuries and every status of the team, every status of every team. Honestly, it feels like, surprisingly, this probably upcoming season is the first ever season, and that might be because of the finals that we just had. This is the first ever season in my recent memory that I feel like everything is just so fucking open. There's no clear favorites except OKC because they just won, and that's it. All OKC did was pay their guys pay their 3 main guys, and keep everybody else. And now, not only do everybody else on that roster have another year on their belt, they have the experience of winning the championship. So that's why they're the heavily favorites going into the season. But everywhere else just feels like it's just open. Like even the West doesn't even seem that crazy of like the last, like the West doesn't seem like just locked into certain teams this year. The Rockets, they were the number 2 seed last season. They got better, but we haven't seen it yet. So we don't know how it works. KD is going to be KD no matter what, but we don't know how the guys around them are going to play. Now, I think the guy who's going to play the most consistent on this team this year is going to be Fred VanVleet, because he has a guaranteed guy to give the ball to score. His assists might be even more better. I'm not going to say he's going to jump up 2 assists a game, but they're going to be relatively more consistent than they were. Like the numbers won't drop as much, because Fred VanVleet was having like double-digit assist games a lot. And then he'll have games where he had like 4 or 5 assists. And that probably fluctuated from like Jalen Green not hitting too many shots and all that stuff. Amen he's getting better. He might see him more offensively aggressive this year, which is only good for them. So like they might just be a number 2 seed again. The Lakers, Luka's looking better. Luka slimmed down, but we lost Dorian Finney-Smith. Somehow we still have Vanderbilt. Vando, I'm sorry, but you got to go. You can't score, bro. Like, deadass, if y'all 6'8", I don't even know how tall you are. Matter of fact, let me look it up. The problem with Jared Vanderbilt on our team is that, how do you spell his name? This is not popping up. It's Vanderbilt, right? Or something like that. Okay, I'm spelling it wrong because it's not Jared Van. No, I was spelling it right. Stupid ass ESPN wasn't showing his name. Vanderbilt is 6'8". You're telling me you're 6'8" and you can't dunk the ball? And I'm not saying dunk like 2-hand wide open dunk. I'm talking about dunking on niggas. I'm talking about contact layups. He doesn't do any of that. You gotta go, because that's what we need. That's honestly what we need on the team. And you're not offering that, and it's a problem. So, Lakers, I don't know where we fit on this. Denver, they got better. And Jokic is gonna be Jokic. They're gonna be healthy. Aaron Gordon's probably gonna come back more healthy. They finally got rid of their problem, Michael Porter Jr. And it's crazy to say because he had a great season this year, but he's still a problem. He's inconsistent. 1, 2. He don't do anything except rebound and shoot threes. Now, you might say, oh, that's great. They already got a rebounder. And honestly, Aaron Gordon is a good rebounder as is. They don't really need a rebounder. They need a defender. They need somebody who's not just going to shoot threes only. They need somebody who's going to mix it up offensively and actually move. Bro, Michael Porter Jr. used to just stand there and just, I ain't going nowhere, bro. Pass me the ball and let me either catch and shoot, or and I'm gonna give you the ball back, and then that's it. They need more than that. They need guys who gonna attack the rim a lot. They need guys who's gonna defend, who's gonna be aggressive, who's gonna run on a fast break, who's gonna do all this and that. They need somebody like that, and they picked that up in Cam Johnson. It's a good trade for them. Really good trade for them. I think they won that trade, honestly. So I really don't know how Cam Thomas and Michael Porter Jr. are gonna look on the Nets. It's 2 niggas who don't pass the ball. Keep it a buck. 2 niggas who don't pass the ball at all. So get ready to take unders on assists, baby. Honestly. Or whoever is the point guard on that team, which is probably one of their 50 rookies, take them for assists. Cause they got 2 Chucks over there. Clippers, they're gonna be better. They got better. Timberwolves, they lost Nikhil Alexander, so they lost a defender, and they just paid all the other guys. I think the Timberwolves are actually going to get worse. Anthony Edwards, like, it's tough to say. He can't take another step forward. Like, what, Ant got to average 35 out this bitch? What was he averaging last season? Because, damn, like, I'm pretty sure he was averaging, like, 26, no? Averaging 27. Like, even if he averages 30, I don't think they statistically get that much better. That's 3 more points. But their roster isn't anything worth noting, to be honest. Like, they got the same people except they lost one guy, and their young guys are getting better, but it's too soon for them. This is only the second year. Robert Dillingham, I don't expect him to make that much of an impact on this team because they still got Mike Conley. Jalen Clark is a good defender. He might have the best impact. Like, defensively, they're going to be good. They're going to be real good defensively. But I just don't see their offense is clicking as well. They still got Rudy and Julius Randle down there, and then Payne, Nasri. We'll see though. We'll see. I don't know. Warriors. They're gonna have a full season of Steph and Jimmy, so we get to see how it works. But at the current point of just like we don't know what Kamika's gonna do, what he's gonna be, and then they have nothing. They don't have a big. We're waiting on Al Horford to sign with them. I don't know why the fuck he hasn't signed yet. Is he waiting on a bag? I have no clue. Like, Al Horford, bro, just fucking sign, bro. They're being weird. The Grizzlies, they're not gonna be anything worth knowing unless Ja has a 27-8 and Jaren Jackson is going 20-10 and Zach Edey is 15-12. The Grizzlies are no. The Kings, they're weird. They can probably win some games. But they're a weird ass team. They're just weird. They need to trade Malik Monk now. Malik Monk needs to go to the Pistons. Mavericks, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be good, especially when Kyrie comes back. They're gonna be good. Cooper Flag looks good. I don't know how they talk about Cooper Flag running the point potentially. It's just I don't really know where he fits at running the point with AD and Gafford and Lively because he's not a Luka type of player where. And you need, or a Kyrie, like, for Lively and Gafford to shine the most, they need lobs. When they stop getting lobs is when they turn doo-doo butter. If y'all really pay attention to that, like, people keep saying, oh, they got Gafford and Lively. Them niggas are only good when they get lobs. Because when they don't do shit that much. It's not like Gafford is out here averaging 10 rebounds, or Lively is. They don't. They actually, if you really look at their rebounding numbers, they fluctuate a lot. Because for some reason, their rebound numbers tend to be kind of low sometimes. It's really weird, too. But they're going to be a good team. Defensively, they're going to be great. Offensively, there's still going to be some kinks to work out. I mean, they still got Clay over there, though. So I don't know what their offense looks like right now without Kyrie in the system. Because Cooper Flag has shown in the Summer League that he can't fucking shoot threes to save his life right now. And he's going to need to develop that three ball while playing with AD on the court. Because there's going to be no spacing at all. Gafford and Lively can't space out. They're gonna be running AD at the 5 like they did a little bit, which is crazy to me because AD was bitching about having a 5. You got a 5 just to go to a team that run the 5 again. Shit's stupid, but don't really matter. Phoenix, I don't see Phoenix being a playoff team or a play-in team, but who knows? Maybe Jalen Green and Devin Booker can work something out. I don't know. They have a little bit of space now. With reaching that buyout with Bradley Beal to go sign somebody though, so they can make some moves. They could probably trade for something too. Who knows? Blazers are still a young team. They're probably another team who could potentially try to make that push for a play-in spot. Spurs are going to be very good team to watch. I'm actually excited to watch them. They're going to be fun to watch. I'm expecting Wemby to have an all-star, all-NBA season this year if he can stay healthy. Pelicans, doo-doo. Who knows what the fuck gonna happen with them? I don't know. Jordan Poole, Zion, DeJounte Murray, with Herb Jones and Trey Murphy. It's just like one of them teams where it's like you don't know what offense they're running at all. Utah, they're gonna be the worst team in the league. Again. Washington Wizards, they might have a better record than the Hornets, I think. Because they're an interesting young team with good veterans actually to help out. I just don't know what their starting lineup looks like at all. I gotta get ready for work soon, so I gotta end this fast. Let's keep going. 76ers. No, I don't. With the news that Paul George just had another surgery, he's gonna be out for a while. Or they say he might be ready for training camp. I don't know. Joel Embiid. I just got a notification today where I saw Joel Embiid is not even playing basketball yet. So Embiid, no timeline on return. Joel says he hopes to be back on the court sooner rather than later, which means the motherfucker ain't gonna be playing for the next month or two. So they're out of here. Raptors, we gotta see it. I don't know. They picked up Ingram and they paid Pirtle again, but they still have Emmanuel quickly on that team, and I don't think he fits that team at all. Nets, Hornets, Heat. They're going to be a play-in team simply because the East doesn't have that many contending teams. Bulls. The Bulls made it to the play-in as the 9th seed, but I don't see them making it again as the 9th seed. Maybe fall to the 10th seed this year. The Hawks are going to jump in the top 6. Pistons, they didn't get that much better. I don't like that. I get it. You got your young talent. They're only going to get better. But the Pistons, you need to put somebody next to Cade Cunningham right the fuck now. I don't like the fact that they're not putting another all-star player next to Cade. That's fucking stupid, bro. If you're expecting Jaden Ivey to be an all-star next season, you're smoking. And I'm saying this right now. He might do it. And we're going to run this clip back and say, oh, I was talking out of my ass. Boo, bad take. Cool. He ain't about to do it, bro. Especially since he got injured last year. He didn't have the time to work on his game enough to just jump from, what, averaging 13? What was he averaging? I think he had like a couple of 30-point games and shit like that. Yeah, that's cool. But we talking all-star. We're talking consistent. That's what we're talking. He was averaging 17. Those are inflated stats because he didn't play for majority of the season. I don't even know how many games he fucking played. He played 30 games, bro. Averaging 17 on 30. That's cool. But the team started to progress and actually get better after he got injured. Keep it a buck. When Malik Beasley started playing good. What's his name? Tim Hardaway Jr., who went to the Nuggets. He started playing better. Because in the beginning of the season, he couldn't hit shots. So it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, the fact that you don't put another good option. Like, I thought Bradley Beal should have went to the Pistons. I thought the Pistons should have made an attempt to get Bradley Beal is what I'm saying. Not, because I understand why he would rather go to the Clippers than the Pistons. But I thought that the Pistons should have made a fucking attempt to get Bradley Beal. You don't get Duncan Robinson, who just had relatively his worst. He couldn't even get on the court in Miami. They paid him all that fucking money for what reason? Because he showed that he ain't worth it anymore. What are you going to miss like three threes back to back in the playoffs? Them playoff matches? Like, what are we talking about? And against Boston, the year that they beat them, he was just breaking against them sometimes. Like, I don't think Duncan Robinson is the answer at all. I think y'all needs to get another all-star caliber player. And now that Bradley Beal is gone, I don't know what they do. And the Pistons are actually the only team who has the most cap space to sign anybody, because they don't have anybody on a big contract. Now, Cade Cunningham's rookie extension is going to take effect this season. So now he's going to be getting that 40-something mil bag. So you want to put somebody on the timeline with him, bro. Don't waste his fucking years. You're stupid. You're wasting time. Y'all just made it to the playoffs this year after having a playoff fucking drought for the last, what, since what's his name? Reggie Jackson and Drummond was on the team, and Blake Griffin and them. Since that roster, and that was what, 2016? I don't even know what year that was, actually. When's the last time the Pistons made the playoffs before this year? Let me see. Detroit Pistons playoffs. Since 2019. So it's been 6 years. It's the first time you make it. And y'all don't see that as a sign? Like, why did all the fucking teams in the East this year try to get better but y'all? Even the Bucks made an attempt. Which it sounds crazy because they waived Dame. And I don't really think waiving Dame is going to make you better and signing Miles Turner. But they did what they thought they could do, or the best they could do. Well, let's not even say thought. This is actually the best they could do because they can't afford. They're so close to the second apron, it's ridiculous. They can't even afford to really go out there and get anybody too crazy. But this is the best they felt like they could do to try to contend in the East because the East is that much wide open. And you telling me all y'all did to do that is go get Duncan Robinson? Come on, bro. There's no way. There's no way. The Pistons front office, y'all not doing right by Cade, bro. Cade just had an all-star season. You need to put somebody else on that roster who can contend with that. There were options out there. There were. But I didn't even hear the Pistons trying to make no moves. All I heard from quotes about the Pistons was that they're trying to work on things internally. They're focusing on things internally. What the hell does that mean? You think you're really going to turn Jaden Ivey into a 20 points per game player? I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't. Isaiah Stewart, for as much as he's a bully, he gets in foul trouble a lot too. Defensively, cool. But what is he giving you offensively? You need somebody to score next to him. Tobias Harris ain't going to give you that. Whatever production Tobias Harris managed to give you last season, he's not giving you the same shit. He's actually going to be tradable this year, to be honest. Or maybe not, because who really wants Tobias Harris? Jalen Duren, he's so inconsistent, bro. I'm going to be honest. He's very inconsistent. And I don't even know what he was averaging, but it was a lot of games where anybody, and the thing is, I don't go off of fucking stats of the games. I go off of betting on players. He's not a consistent guy you can take over on rebounds or under, because sometimes he goes over and sometimes he goes under, which is crazy to say. How in his points, bro, in fantasy, I've had the bro before. Sometimes he puts up 4 points. What the fuck is that? Like, it's too inconsistent. And you can say what you want. He's still in third year. There's no more of getting leeway to players when at this point you guys have a chance to potentially win it. Indiana just went to the finals. OKC just went to the finals. There's two teams that haven't made it in years, and it was all their first times, except Siakam and who else on the Pacers? There was somebody else on the Pacers who's been into the finals before. Who was it? Siakam and no. On the OKC, it was Caruso. So except for them two guys, everybody else was brand new to that stage. And you telling me that y'all don't think this is such a wide open window to get significantly better to make a run? Because it's there. It's honestly there. I just don't understand it. I don't understand what their mindset is, and I think they're wasting. And maybe they're just waiting on a situation with Malik Beasley to pan out. But from the looks of it, that shit is not like. It looks like he's going to get prosecuted. Because y'all went and gave that money to Duncan Robinson anyway. So if that situation is cooked, what the hell are y'all doing? I just don't understand why y'all are not taking this time to really invest in. Now, y'all could. Who knows what the season's going to hold? I mean, you went and got Caris LeVert too, but Caris LeVert ain't no game changer for y'all. He's not. He's not. So that's gonna be it. Oh yeah. Quick comment on the RG3 making those comments about Angel Reese on Twitter. I just want to say RG3 Twitter is a place where people just want to feel entitled to anything and say anything they want. Like, think about the Nicki and SZA situation right now. There's a lot of people that's coming at SZA, which I find it really fucking weird, because you niggas is sitting there, or you females are sitting there on your fucking computers or on your phones making little tweet comments while she's making $1 million a second, while she's running tours, while she's doing this, while she's doing that, doing shit that you wish you could do. And y'all sitting there saying, oh, you're not this, you're not that. Like, and you're not them. You don't have their life. They live in a much better life. I'm pretty sure you will want their life, the money they got. People, and there's gonna be people who say, oh, money don't change everything. It changes a lot. I bet it get you out of the shit that you got. It get you out of the job that you working, because you probably work some bullshit ass job that you don't like. Like, there's Twitter warriors. There's keyboard warriors. There's people who just say shit for attention. They just want to feel entitled to their opinions. That's cool and all. But half of the people who are talking shit ain't got nothing to show for it in their life. So RG3, if you that post that you seen about the monkey thing, first of all, there's a loser who made that about Angel Reese, because I might have my disagreements about Angel Reese. I just felt like for the way she was talking, she needs to play like that. She's playing like that now, but the time frame in which she was speaking and then playing, it wasn't adding up. She's playing like that now, so shout outs to her. She's going crazy. She wasn't at first. You don't bring attention to it, bro. You brought attention to the post. I seen the post because I went to their actual page, the person who tweeted that at first. So I've seen the little monkey stuff, but no one saw that ever until you brought attention to it. And then apparently you're making comments about her team, which either aren't true or are true. And even if they are, it's like, Are you with her or against her? It's kind of confusing. Like, it just feels like maybe you should just stop speaking on her name, period. Because why? Why even mention her? Why even go out of your way to even say something about her? Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. Just stop, bro. Just stop. Just leave it all alone. We get it. It was a race. It seemed like a race situation at first. It wasn't really a race thing. It's just Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark don't like each other. And if we want to keep it a buck, maybe it felt like that way because everybody's blowing smoke up Caitlin Clark's ass. I feel like right now, honestly, if you watch the way her attitude is, she's very entitled, and no one's calling her out on it. But that's just me. Like, I don't have any issues with Caitlin Clark. I actually think she's good. But she also seems like she's entitled. She pouts whenever she doesn't get the ball. She's really entitled, bro. And people are starting to push back against it. So when people are like, "Oh, why are the WNBA players? They're all jealous of her." I don't really think they're jealous of her. I think they're pushing back on somebody who feels like they're entitled because they haven't earned it yet. Because Caitlin Clark has not earned it yet. For what she did in the NCAA, you will forever be golden and cemented for that. But this is the WNBA now. You got to earn it. As much as you're bringing eyes to it, that's cool. But just because you're bringing eyes doesn't mean we need to get on our hands and knees and bow to you. We're still competitors. And that's what people fail to understand when they're dealing with, when you're looking at the wide scope of it. So, yeah, that's going to be my 2 cents on everything that's happening, man. I had to do an emergency podcast. I expect the next one to be much more longer than 56 minutes, but I do have to go to work and get ready for it. And hopefully I don't be late. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.